Good afternoon, you're watching your lunchtime news here on TV1 with me, Deshan Gonavala. We've got the very latest from here at home and around the world lined up for you today. But before we go on, let's first have a look at the headlines.
President leaves to Singapore on an official visit. Former Chief Justice Sarathen Silva noticed to appear before Supreme Court. Experiment in Batalagoda successful in battle against Sena. Cardiff City striker Salah missing in plane crash over English Channel.
Now in your lead story this afternoon, the further hearing of the case filed against MP Mahindananda Alutgamage on allegations of misusing funds has been postponed to the 19th of March.
The case, which alleges that the parliamentarian has misused a sum of 3.9 million rupees belonging to a workers' union named the Sri Lanka Free Workers Union, was heard by Colombo Magistrate A.K.M. Patabandige. The magistrate ordered that notices be sent to the three witnesses in the case to appear before the court on the 19th of March. MP Mahindananda Alutgamage was also present before the magistrate this morning.
Now more news, President Maithripala Sirisena left the island to Singapore today. The President is due to attend an international conference in Singapore and hold discussions with several foreign delegates as well. Now moving on, the Batalagoda Paddy Research and Development Institute have conducted experiments on ways to contain the Sena caterpillar. An event was held today to raise public awareness in this regard.
Specialists have discovered that the Sena caterpillar harms not only the vegetable and corn crops in the country, but also the main crop grown in Sri Lanka, paddy. This was found in Dehiatakandya. The scientists say that these creatures behave differently in destroying corn and paddy plants. As such, an experiment conducted to seek a way to contain this issue was carried out at the Batalagoda Paddy Research and Development Institute and has proven to be successful. The Department of Agriculture has stated that they have already begun experimentation on up to 15 methods that have been proposed as solutions to the Sena caterpillar issue. Anura Vijaytunga, the head of the Sena Caterpillar Task Force, stated that if a local system of solving this matter is found, that it would be a huge victory for the country. He further stated that if anyone has discovered any new method through which the Sena caterpillar can be contained, that it should be notified to the Department of Agriculture.
Up to now, this government has failed to provide us with a proper solution to this issue. They do and say what they wish. They should have destroyed this menace in Ampara itself. Now it has spread throughout the country. It is in Nuwara, it is in Colombo, now the whole country. Until this has become a national issue, these folks are just looking on.
Now moving on, former Navy Lieutenant Prasad Hettiarachi and 3 others who were held in remand custody over the alleged abduction of 11 youth in Colombo have been re-remanded until the 6th of March. The order was issued by Fort Magistrate Priyantha Liyanage today. Even though the identification of the 12th suspect in the case was to be put to a trial date, that order has also been discontinued. Now in your political news, the appointment of a new chairman to the Committee on Public Accounts is to be held in Parliament today. The Parliament will convene at 1 this afternoon. Also, the second reading of the Debt Conciliation Amendment Bill is among the orders of the day. Yesterday, MP Sunil Handunnethi was appointed as the chairman of the COPE. The Constitutional Council is also to meet to discuss recommendations for a number of positions today. Moving on now, an event to provide compensation to those who have been injured by motor accidents and to the relatives of those who have lost their loved ones was carried out at a ceremony at the Transport Ministry today under the auspices of its Minister, Arjuna Ranatunga.
Compensation was presented to the injured and victims of the incident, where the driver fled following the accident.
We must create an environment in the country where the drivers are more careful. We must bring in a system of laws. They may not be popular laws. At the moment, foreign countries have a system where they have points deducted for infringements and see their licenses suspended temporarily if they continuously commit mistakes. I plan to introduce this in the future. More people die in accidents per year than we lost during the war. I also plan to overhaul the fine system in the coming days, so sterner actions could be taken against rogue drivers. I will discuss this with the police, and we may even be holding on to licenses if these things are continued.
Now, in an event attended by Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, the second phase of the Siyapat Sevena housing scheme in the Arama Road in Dematagoda was vested with the people yesterday. There are 266 houses in the housing scheme, and the project was carried out by the Minister of Megapolis and Western Development.
The event was presided over by Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, Minister of Megapolis and Western Development Partly Champika Ranawaka, Mayor of Colombo Rosi Senanayaka and UNP parliamentarian Mujibur Rahman were present at the event.
ඔබ මීට පෙර වාසනාව අද මේ මොහොතේ සිට උදාව.
The United National Front was vested with the responsibility of removing the mountain of debt. The debt mountain has been shifted to Aruwakkalu. This year alone we have to pay $5,000 billion as loan repayments. These are not our sins, these are the sins of the past. But we cannot move forward without settling the old sins. You cannot build cities, houses and great cities if not for our government. They went for a presidential election in 2014 because they were unable to make the economy. We created a government and faced this. We were made to pay the loans. We had to obtain more debt. But we had to speak to those countries. We had to go to the IMF whether we liked it or not. With all of this, last year was the most difficult year. Why was it difficult? We had to face a drought as well as the floods. They tried to chase the government away for 51 days and the reserve dropped by $1 billion. The money that we increased with all of the hard work was reduced to $1 billion in a month. If this was a different government, it would have collapsed. We have faced this and we will go forward.
Now, the novel Kavantis Vadapiliwela, written by Varna Chandrakirti, was launched yesterday.
The event was held at the New Town Hall in Colombo. Newly appointed General Secretary of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, Dayasiri Jayasekara, was the chief guest. At different times, we bring different people to rule the country. But as time goes on, we feel that they do not do what we expected. Then people ask, what are these people doing? Then we assume that we could do a better job. But when politicians make the decisions to do so with all the energy in the world and end up at the police, they ask who on earth gave them this advice. That is where this country is at today. They get to the Pradeshia Sabha, then the Provincial Council, then the Parliament, and then become ministers, and then start to believe that they are big people and that they know it all. They do not listen to anyone's ideas or criticisms. Even if they had these qualities at the start, it leaves the person when the position is taken up. The other reason is the kind of people who they surround themselves with after they get these positions. They make them feel like he is all powerful.
Now, yesterday saw the appointment of a number of new district leaders for the Sri Lanka Freedom Party.
The Sri Lanka Freedom Party has appointed several new district leaders under the auspices of party leader President Maithripala Sirisena. The appointments were made last night at the Presidential Secretariat. Leaders were appointed for all but the Polonnaruwa and Puttalam and Monoragala districts. Tingalanga Sumathipala has been appointed SLFP leader for the Colombo district, while Lasantha Alagiyawanna will serve as the SLFP leader for the Gampaha district. Mahinda Samarasinghe has been appointed over Kalutara district and Shan Vijayalal De Silva was appointed to head the SLFP for the Galle district. SB Disanayaka was appointed the SLFP leader for the district of Kandy. Ranjit Siambalapitiya was appointed SLFP head for Galle. Vijay Dahanayaka will lead the SLFP for the Matara district, while Mahinda Amaravira was appointed to lead the SLFP for Hambantota. Dayasiri Jayasekara was appointed the head of the Kurunagala district. Nimal Siripala De Silva was appointed over the Badula district, while Duminda Disanayaka will head the Anuradhapura district. The SLFP leader for the Ampara district is Shriyani Vijay Vikrama. Angajan Ramanathan will lead the SLFP in Jaffna, while Lakshman Vasant Pereira leads the Matale district. Meanwhile, parliamentarian Mahinda Amaravira said that the president has decided to appoint the new SLFP organizers before the 1st of next month.
Now, the promotional activities of the Sports First Alliance Platinum Awards 2018 was conducted in the Kilinochchi district yesterday.
Promotional activities of the Sports First Alliance 2018 Platinum Awards got underway for the 8th consecutive day. The promotional activities commenced today at Kilinochchi Central College in Kilinochchi. Many athletes from several schools in the area also joined in the inauguration ceremony. The Platinum Awards will be held at Stein Studios Ratmalana on the 29th of March.
Well, that's a wrap of your news for this afternoon, but you can stay tuned to the very latest on our live at 55 bulletins right here on TV1, also on Sirasa TV and Shakti TV. But in the meantime, you can also stay updated on our award-winning website www.newsfirst.lk. For the Newsfirst team, I've been Deshan Gonawala. Good day.